When you're a true hobbyist, you gotta own all the paints. And today that's what we're going to do with this miniature. We're going to use a whole bunch of Army Painter stuff on him. This video is also brought to you in part by Boutique FDB. Go check them out for all your hobby needs. So today we're going to be painting Jacobus Vyne and Wisper from Warhammer Quest Darkwater. It's a pretty simple guide, but you know what? We still got to take a look at it. Prime them in some matte gray air primer. You can do it with a light gray. You can do it any kind of color you want, because most of it's going to be done with like acrylic paints. Some speed paints are going to come into effect here, but one of them I'm using is Patagon Pine, which is a Warpaints Fanatic paint. You have this in the main range of their paints. Nothing special here, but it's a beautiful color, and it's another one that I haven't used much. Now, at the end of the video, you're going to see this color come back because I'm going to use it on something on his staff. And because I'm starting from where you're supposed to do is the inside out, as everyone mentions, you do always the innermost part or the inside most part of a miniature and work your way out. The next color we're using is Blighted Green. This is a Masterclass paint, a very, very dark forest green, which is amazing for his belt, and some other little trims here and there. We're going to highlight it later on with a nice color. Again, when I said we know you work from the inside out, technically his face should have been the first thing done and move outwards, but you know, it's not always easy to figure out what you're going to do, especially with the colors. You're like, okay, what should I do first in that? And yeah, so you know, as you can see, we're moving along pretty quickly here. This is going to be probably the longest part here. We're using some dark Feldgrau. This is from the German historical paint set. I mean, if you don't have these paint sets, I'm sure that with the color charts and all that on Army Painter's website with their common names, although this is called unique color, so I don't think there is another one like it unless Citadel or Green Stuff or Vallejo or any Pro Acryl or a million other companies out there might have something similar. But I'm making this guy more foresty, more you know, because of his little animal, the creature that follows him, Wisper, is like almost like a twig, which is kind of interesting, or a bunch of vines. And that's why I kind of find it cool that they call him Jacobus Vyne. He is like a vine. So I took some green tone here. I couldn't remember exactly. I think it's some green tone with some water, and I'm going very gently into the recesses on pretty much all the things that are robes and clothing. And the point was to get really into the recess. Like you can see there, that like swivel on his middle robe there, it really got inside there and did almost like a panel lining job. And on here you can see too, when I'm putting it on, it just leaks down and gets into the crevices, not over tainting the color of, or tinting, sorry. The other word might not be appropriate at all. I don't even know. You know me. Anyways. Warrior Skin, a speed paint on top of the brown I use for his satchel to make it more realistic looking, more lively leather. And then we're moving on to some peachy flesh, of course, for the skin, which is the face, the hands, the feet. And like I said, when you work from inside out, well, this is the point. If I'm working from the face out, I'm the type of person that paints, you know, takes a paint and paints all the areas I need to. And then moves on to the next color. I don't like going back and forth and being like, okay, well, you need this paint for here, and then you'll use it here later, except for one that I did, of course. You saw that I used pallid bone on the bottom part of his robe, and I find it gives it a nice dirty look to it, like he's been walking through the swampy areas of the map here. Some brownish decay. If you saw, I used that on the owl that he has on the side of his shoulder there, and you can see I'm gonna make him pop a little bit more later on. And I'm using one of the Vallejo True Metallic colors. I can't remember, something yellow. I don't remember. You saw the name pop up, and I used it on this little, I think it's a scythe that he has, like a little one, and a little bit of mossy green now to come in with his the sleeves on his shirt. Now some mud spatter, which, as you can see, is way lighter than what the color is supposed to be. I looked at mud spatter, I'm like, this thing is dark brown. I started painting it, this thing is light brown. It really looks more like their effects paint of mud, wet mud, or the old wet mud. I don't remember what the new one is called, if there is an even one. I don't even think there is one anymore. I don't remember, but I was like, whoa, this is not, I wanted the darkness of the mud spatter. That was the color I wanted for all the tree branch and the his staff. And what I'm doing here is I'm just highlighting a little bit the owl with the same color, so like it was made from the same tree. Yeah, and then we're highlighting the branch and the staff with the mid-battle dress. This is another lighter brown. It's got a little bit of beige to it. And yeah, just giving it a little bit of color, some green skin now just to highlight the belt that we used, that really blighted green, dark green color a while ago. This is going to just make it pop a little bit more. Going back to historical paints, some British camo green now. We're highlighting all the vines that are on the staff here, and this is where we're going to come back to the original color of Patagon Prime after Pine, sorry, to just really make the little leaves pop on this one, and it's going to match his robes too, which is kind of cool. So again, I'm trying to make this all fit together using all sorts of different paint sets, because Army Painter likes to do this, right? They'll create a whole, what they call a complete set, and then, oh wait a minute, we're going to have John Blanche volume 1, 2, 3, 4, which wouldn't surprise me if next year we see a 5 and 6, and historical paints. And what wouldn't surprise me if we see other historical, maybe we'll see Japan historical, maybe Russian historical stuff. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. I mean, Army Painter, if you're watching this, maybe some ideas, or if you want to toss some paints towards me, you know, and help me out here, you know, I wouldn't mind. As you see, I'm just using that Patagon Pine here. All right, now we're doing his little creature, which is Wisper, and I gave him a same matte gray primer, but this time I gave him a dry brush of matte white to make this color, which is the Charming Chartreuse, which a lot of people use for orcs, but I found this was a perfect base color for this guy to really make him look woodland. And we're going to come in with some woodland camo, speaking of woodland, and we're going to just highlight like the vines, the bigger parts of this creature. Looks like a little wolf or a little fox or something, or anyways, I don't know exactly what. I didn't read up too much of the lore, but I'm looking forward. I know some people out there saying, well, I already painted it, so why should I watch this video? Well, anyways, if you're new, welcome, subscribe, watch the other videos, like this one, comment below if you've played Darkwater, let me know what it's like. I haven't played yet, so you know, I'm looking forward to it. Some Vivid Volt. This is a Warpaints Fanatic. You have this in your base, your complete set if you have it. I'm just highlighting the muscles, really making it pop. And then I come in with a little bit of Fire Drake for the entire branch underneath him. And this is going to be the last thing we paint. I'm not going to show you guys the base. I've been doing so many different things with the bases with this. I use all sorts of texture paint and all sorts of different things. But I made them match both of them together. So as you can see, you have it there. Jacobus Vyne and his little animal Wisper, all ready to face the ugly Nurgles of the Darkwater. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to keep slaying the gray one miniature at a time.